Three men were stabbed, one fatally, in separate attacks in the New York City subway system within an 8-hour span. A 38-year-old Bronx man was getting off a northbound number 4 train as it arrived at the 176th Street station just before 9 p.m. Thursday, when he was stabbed multiple times in the back and chest by a suspect who came up behind him in what seemed to police to be an unprovoked attack. The victim collapsed on the platform, was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he later died, becoming the 7th person to be killed in the NYC transit system this year, and the 2nd fatal subway stabbing in less than a week. He was later identified as Charles Moore. The suspect is described as a man with a dark complexion, about 5 feet 11 inches, and was last seen wearing a dark hooded sweatshirt and Nike sneakers. Earlier Thursday, at 5:15 p.m., a 45-year-old man was slashed in the face by a man on a moped who followed him into a Brooklyn subway station in East New York. Just after 1 p.m., a 59-year-old man was stabbed in the back at a Harlem subway station. The victim was waiting for a train at the 125th Street station at St. Nicholas Avenue when he got into an argument with a man he didn't know, possibly after a harmless bump on the platform. The other man pulled a knife and stabbed the victim in the upper back. He was taken to Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital in stable condition. The suspect, last seen wearing blue jeans, a blue jacket and blue tinted glasses, ran off. 14-year-old Bronx gunman busted for attempted murder has 18 prior arrests. He's 14 with more arrests than years around the sun, and now he's facing 2 attempted murder charges, police said Friday. The fresh-faced teen, who now has 18 arrests under his belt, was busted on October 5th for 2 recent shootings in the Bronx, including one in which the target was shot in the leg, NYPD Chief of Detectives James Essex said. The youth opened fire on his victims from the back of the scooter, Essex said. 18 arrests. He's 14 years old, Essex lamented Friday. The teen was not identified because of his age. The driver of the scooter remained at large. Essex said Bronx investigators linked the boy to a September 19th shooting in which someone opened fire on a Dunkin' Donuts on Broadway near West 230th Street in Marble Hill. The gunman was aiming at a man inside the eatery. He caused property damage, but didn't injure anyone, cops said. He was also allegedly connected to a September 25th shooting on Kingbridge Road near Webb Avenue in Kingsbridge Heights, where a man was shot in the leg. Police believe the teen is responsible for another Bronx shooting on September 22nd, this one less than a block from the first crime, in which another man was hit in the leg. The teen hasn't been charged in that case. Cops charged the teen with 2 counts of attempted murder and weapons possession. He was arraigned in Bronx criminal court. Police say the teen is a young Ghana, a gang affiliated with the Bloods. All 3 of the victims are members of Old Kingsbridge Block 1300, known as the OKBs, a subset of the Crips. The boy's first time in a holding cell was in 2018, when he was about 10 or 11, for menacing someone with a weapon, police said. His arrest record includes multiple misdemeanor and felony assaults, gang assault, criminal mischief, menacing, possession of a loaded firearm, and criminal possession of stolen property after he was found with a stolen motorcycle, cops said cowardly. Little boys on DEMONTIME police are looking for 5 men they say attacked and then robbed a 62-year-old man in the Bronx earlier this week. Investigators say this happened on October 5th at around 5 p.m. near East 150th Street and Exterior Street. While the man was walking, the group approached him and randomly began punching and kicking his head and body. When he dropped his phone in the scuffle, they picked it up and left, heading north on Exterior Street. The victim was treated by EMS. Another sad story. A Brooklyn mother has been indicted in the death of her 3 children who were allegedly drowned in the ocean off the Coney Island boardwalk. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez announced today that the mother, Erin Murdy, 30, was indicted on first-degree murder and related charges for allegedly drowning her 3 children, who were 3 months old, 4 years old, and 7 years old, in the ocean near their home in Coney Island. Murdy was arraigned Thursday on an indictment in which she is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 9 counts of second-degree murder. The defendant is facing a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole if convicted of the top count. She is being held without bail and was ordered to return to court on November 30th, 2022. This is great-grandson of WeRebuildingWe of ggctv. Subscribe, like, This is great-grandson of WeRebuildingWe of ggctv. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Peace, be safe out there.
Coming soon, stay tuned. We got Charla, hustler, on, we rebuild, we.
Block.
Never tell a person how to heal. Put you in my shoes real quick. Imagine all your kids in another state. It really put me in another state. And don't get me wrong, I'll show their mothers hate. But please excuse me for my puzzle face. I got scars counting on me, but they gotta wait. Because my mind is in another place. I can't rush being a leader, hurting every day. I'm trying to figure out in every way. But this shit is unreal. How people trying to tell me how to heal, but they don't really care about how I feel. Everything I ever said was real. I cry tears even when I'm in the field. On Crip, I ain't perfect, but I'm trying. I chose music cause it stopped me from crying. When I go home and I'm feeling like I'm diving, you know my heart beat different cause it's dying. And the devil really trying. And God giving me tests and I'm surviving. They say it's lonely at the top and they ain't lying. They say it's lonely at the top and they ain't lying.
Man, great grandson in the building. You know what I'm saying? As you see, subscribe to Great Grandson TV. Please drop your link, brother. Drop your link, brother. Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, we getting shit together. The team is strong. The team is strong. Alright. Yeah, some New York shit too, man. For real though. juice.
This is channel of WeRebuildingWe, another production by Roadblock Prod MM of ggctv.
Look at you. You. I'm talking to you personally. You are so magnificent, a creation of God. Let's look at you. You were tested by God with 3 tests before he allowed you the gift of life. In order for him to give you the gift of life, you had to be worthy to receive it.